around.
If anyone's going to make it work,
yes,
it's the guy who's been able to pick anything and succeed on it. We've seen his Katarina.
Yeah.
Now we get to see his Fizz a double assassination comp, maybe just a full assassination comp.
A big level 6 coming out of Blue here so they can make an impact where they've been trying to in that mid game. Because this
instant teleport top.
I really feel like Blue is completely beaten out early on in the game here, and Acorn actually gets hit again.
That's going to be some big damage. The exhaust to stay in range. Oh my gosh, they actually pull off the kill as well. You can see the crowd is even.
A shield from Martha onto a Twitch as well. I mean, you have so much damage on this Rise, there's no armor.
Oh no.
In his runes. Let's see if Spirit, nope.
Good find coming in from Dandy there. Nice pressure towards the top lane.
Simply to make sure you can use the Twisted Fate. Here's the ulti coming in.
Doesn't matter if the lane is pushed. It's going to be a big hit, and they are going to take down Imp. They are going to drop Mata. Looper comes down very late on this one, but safety to get himself out of that one and
push for more. 5-minute Dragon against 3 of Samsung White.
Exactly what we talked about here. Samsung Blue had to set the pick first.
They want to steal.
Let's see what they can do.
Oh! The Prince of Thieves comes up once again, kicks away, almost to safety. That's a kill going over to Spirit, but Looper's finalized himself 1, 2, possibly 3 with one more rift. Now he's just going to get the triple kill off an easy Q. It does not look good right now for Acorn. He's going to be falling from the tree. Possible quadra kill. Pon's going to pick one up for himself. Beautiful job at Dragon.
And once again,
that was the whole idea. The problem was, as we also mentioned, as soon as this Dragon fight goes wrong,
a lot goes wrong.
A lot goes wrong because Kassadin and Fizz, they get the kills. Dada is like,
going for broke
not
there.
Set up to help him there, and White can do whatever they want. Blue is completely out of sorts now.
Surgically removing Blue from the map at this point. White will grab it. Let's go for the Moby boots again. We've been seeing it on Rengars. Still trying to make plays, and making plays indeed. That's the pop-up. Here comes the expunge, locks it down, and the poison, along with all the damage, enough to take Dottie.
Desperation mode right now, and not having the items to fight. But here they go.
The Destiny goes, so Vision is everywhere they needed to. Spirit so low, Heart just as low in a matter of seconds. A double kill coming in for Pawn. It doesn't matter what he's on. The team's ready and willing to continue the kills. There we get another one going over to Dandy, and the obliteration begins once again. Now,
I think for me, we have talked about it before, the pick and ban phase. Now
oh no. Oh wow.
Nobody's
but the pick and ban phase, the last 2 times these teams faced each other, has actually been in favor of
champion pool is like an ocean at this point. I haven't seen him bad on any single champion, which is crazy because when he kind of first switched over to White, he was this defensive Orianna kind of Ziggs player. That
an assassin player, and now he's really getting to play during Worlds, and he's just shining on it.
Absolutely back on point. Now giving Spirit a little bit of hell in his own jungle. We can see that Heart really can't even reply to this. Gets him right out. Not even going to help that Spirit tries to throw on the ulti. Not enough time there, and they have Heart on the run as well. Looper's just drawing in more of a fight here. They have a full team of White coming behind them. Heart's just running, trying to get out. He's not going to solidify that kill onto Looper. He's way too tanky with the Rod of Ages already charged up. And that's one thing that Blue is as well, is trying to charge up a lot of items that they're not going to have time to charge up now.
And just look at how they changed their picks. Assassin's mid lane. Even Looper is playing like Assassin champions with their Carly in game 1, with the Kassadin in this game here. He normally plays like the utility tank top laners. So Samsung White beforehand.
This is ugly.
I mean, yeah, they're just going to keep killing them left and right.
2v1 right now. Doing what he wants. Dandy going where he pleases. The cripple hits. He's going to have the connection. The Howling Gale will pop him up. There's the Zephyr, the exhaust, and Pawn just plops right down for another kill.
One of the biggest stomps of this one.
Absolutely.
And it's in the semifinals of Worlds. It is miraculous what White is doing right now.
And it's crazy how it got almost earlier and earlier each game. Now 19 minutes for the inhibitor. It only took him a few more minutes than the first inning to go 5 games. We still see Def trying to push. Spirit getting caught out once again. You're up, you're down. There's almost no time to have on the Rift right now for Blue as they are just getting taken.
Oh, here comes Pawn.
Here comes Pawn indeed. There's the damage. He's going to be able to lock this one down. Relentless Pursuit was already used. The catch-up is there. Heart goes down on the other side of the map as well, and things are getting a little out of hand at this point. 23-3, 20 minutes in with an 11,000 gold lead.
This is one of those games where Blue knows it's the last game before they're eliminated for Worlds, so they don't want to give up, and everyone is trying to make a play, but it is just leading to disaster right now.
I feel so bad for Dade. I mean, Worlds last year have before against Samsung Blue, they can just completely snowball it out of control and give Blue no chance.
Snowball out of control indeed. It's rolling down the hill quite fast. Fish goes out. Acorn gets chomped on that one. And it looks like Dade will also fall. Spirit's in the eyes of Pawn right now, missing the bola. But it looks like it's not going to matter. We see Heart going down the other side of the map. It's going to be another clean ace if they catch up to Spirit. They have all the time in the world to work on these inhibitor turrets. Actually, on the Nexus turrets right now.
This might be it right now.
With game, we saw
them
them
go to the finals right now.
Huge, 28-3, 22 minutes in. Are they really going to knock it down right now? The quickest in this best-of-5 series, and they do not hesitate to drop the Nexus. It's only going to take 3. Samsung White finally defeats Samsung Blue.
And in such a remarkable fashion. 3 incredibly one-sided fast games. They do it in such style, picking Akali in the top lane, Kassadin in the top lane, Assassins in the mid lane. Really, anything they felt like playing is what it felt like. To finally defeat the team they could not get past in this way is legendary.
And we have our first finals team to come in now. Somebody, Starhorn Royal Club or OMG, will be playing against Samsung White as they now hug with their brother team, sister team, I should say, understanding what that means to them in a 3-0 defeat as well. Who would have thought, man?
Yeah, and I just love these pictures right here. Both teams, kind of like Deft is obviously completely devastated.
They say that they are enemies in game, but brothers outside of it, and you can really see this here. White, the team that deals Blue a crippling victory, and also the team that tries to console them afterwards, right? You can see the relationship that these guys have together, but in game, you know the gloves are off.
Very much so.
Sure.
Business is business mentality coming in for them. No way. Pawn gets the General's jacket.
Wow.
And Dade,
wow,
even with a smile on his face.
That is a big moment. That is a jacket Dade never takes off.
No, he does not.
That's him paying respect here for what just happened.
Amazing amounts of respect. Dade wore that when we were in Taiwan, in Singapore, where it was extremely hot, never took it off. That was his mentality because he knows how much power just that jacket itself held in the vision of the community, in the vision of what everybody saw. And really, White had it on their plate. We have to take down the General to take down the rest of the army, and that's what they did every game.
Yeah, everything just clicked for Samsung White this tournament right here. The fact they changed up the picks, more aggressive, and get the Assassins now going. So the early lead they always seem to build up, they can now use to just completely roll over the enemy teams. And it's just working for them. They've improved so much. Everyone is talking about it. When we talk with the teams about Samsung White, and they say we've been scrimming them and we've been losing to them every single game pretty much. I mean, this is such a dominant team. I can't wait to see what they can do in the final.
And we kind of look at the composition, right? Samsung White lost the TSM with a low wave clear composition. That's pretty much a low wave clear composition, but they did not let that happen this time. They showed how strong that could actually be.
Yeah, and so much emotion you can see from both sides. It's amazing to see White, how happy they are coming into here, but it's also somewhat devastating to see Blue lose in this fashion after being such a monster for so long. And yeah, as you say, there's still no good way of scouting White, which is the scariest thing, because we kept talking about how great White was in group stage and how they were in the quarterfinals, and we're saying, well, that's only because they haven't been tested. That's why they pick all these different things. Were they tested here?
Are you not entertained?
Doesn't seem
That's
like
the question.